guys, welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through new graphic novels into the store. I'm delighted to say it looks like we're back to a vestige of normality this week with delivery coming on Monday. It doesn't include image titles for this week, so they may be running a week behind, but we've got our DC, we've got our Marvel, we've got all our other independent books, and we've got our graphic novels as well. So just take you through the graphic novels, pretty packed week again, my usual mix of topping things up in the back catalogue, brand new releases as well. So we'll kick things off with a new book in the Marvel Premier Collection range. So this is almost Marvel's answer to the DC Compact range, and they have now done Civil War. Of course, seminal story, Mark Millar, Steve McNiven. I think I heard somewhere once that this is still the biggest selling graphic novel in Marvel history. So it's maybe no surprise to see it come to this format. A big one this week is definitely Absolute Wonder Woman. So with Absolute Batman last week, we have Absolute Wonder Woman this week, and then I think we have Absolute Superman next week. First volumes, first trade collections. So we've got the trade paperback, of course, and also the hardcover. So Kelly Thompson writing, Hayden Sherman on art, and also Mattia de Ulias, as this contains the first 7 issues of Absolute Wonder Woman. Well, for all you Alien fans, next it's the collected edition of Alien Paradiso. This was a 5-issue miniseries written by Steve Fox. Art by Edgar Salazar, and was a lot of fun as an Alien short story. Next up we have Batman by Tom King, book 2. So they've been releasing these trade paperback versions of Tom King's long Batman run. This contains issues 21 to 40, as well as 2 issues of The Flash, which were crossover issues. I think it was For the Button, and a story from Batman Annual number 1 as well. So we've book 1 on the shelves, book 2 out this week. Next up from DC Finest, we have Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle challenges the Red Knight. So this is a 1964 to 1981, so covering quite a broad spectrum there for Blue Beetle books, mostly coming from his solo series, but also some issues in there from the likes of Captain Atom, and also from Charlton Comics as well. Next up, we have Daymen. This was a really good series, actually. I read this back in the day. Makes me sound so old. Matt Gagnon writing, Michael Allen Nilsson, and Brian Stelfreeze on art. It was an 8-issue series. Daymen was all about the guys who took care of vampire families during the day, but obviously they couldn't do anything, couldn't socialise. So in a world of vampires, who rules the day? Very, very good stuff. Next up we have Fantastic Four by Wade and Wieringo, Unthinkable. This was Fantastic Four running from issue 67 to 70 and 500 to 502. It's the Fantastic Four versus Doom, and you won't believe the tragic outcome. Next up is the latest volume of The Incredible Hulk. So Phil Kennedy Johnson continuing on here. Danny Earls and Nick Klein there on art. God Drinks Blood. This is issues 20 to 25 of The Incredible Hulk, Phil Kennedy Johnson era. Next up we have Laura Kinney Wolverine, One Mutant Army. So this is 5 issues of Laura Kinney Wolverine, which is part of the From the Ashes range. Again, it will be, you'll see it in the section in X-Men. I've put all the From the Ashes, of course, stuff all together, rather than putting like Laura Kinney under L and X-Men under X, and etc, etc. So yeah, first 5 issues, Erica Schultz and Giada Belvizio on art. Next up we have Old Man Hawkeye, the complete collection. Returning to the Wastelands. This was a 12-issue series, drawn beautifully by Marco Cicchetto, written by Ethan Sachs, and part of the Old Man Logan universe as well. So 12 issues in total, all contained in that one edition. Next up we have Original Sin, which was a sort of cosmic murder mystery in the Marvel pantheon. Written by Jason Aaron, art by Mike Deodato Jr. It went with the subtitle of Who Shot the Watcher. So again, became a murder mystery for who did that. Contains Original Sin 0 to 8 and the material from point 1, number 1. Next up, back in stock is Peacemaker Tries Hard. Kyle Starks and Steve Pugh on art for this one. Just really, really fun. You know, if you like the show, this is the exact tone of the Peacemaker show. So can't recommend highly enough. Speaking of Kyle Starks, we also have Pine and Merrimack, which is a trade paperback collection of the 5 issues of this detective agency book, small town paranoia. My kind of book, really, to be honest. 5 issues in total. Really, really good stuff. Next up, we have a couple more books from the X line. We have, first of all, Phoenix, Cosmic Ascent. This is volume 2 of Phoenix, which of course Stephanie Phillips has been writing, Marco Reyna on art. And then we also have Uncanny X-Men volume 2 as well. So one of the main title books. Gail Simone writing, David Marquez on art. A couple of little top-ups for the back catalogue, a few Walking Dead early volumes here as well. So Walking Dead Volume 1, Volume 3, Volume 4. So for all those looking to get into, quite simply, one of the greatest comics of all time. And then the last one when it comes to trade paperback is the Marvel Modern Era Epic Collection for Young Avengers. This is the Dark Reign storyline. This is Volume 2 in Young Avengers, which contains issues from 2006 to 2010. So a couple of hardcovers to finish off with. We have Batman Year 3, the deluxe edition, written by Marv Wolfman. Robin is dead and Batman will never be the same. This was in the wake of Death of the Family, of course. And just brilliant stuff. Drawn by Pat Broderick and inked by John Beatty and Michael Barris. This contains all the issues. Includes the first appearance of Tim Drake as well. Next up, we have Bloodhunt, the hardcover Red Band collection from Marvel Comics. This, of course, was the recent Vampire set event. I thought this was great. This was Jen Mackay, Pepe Larraz on art, and contained a brilliant ending, which then had all kinds of ramifications for the Marvel Universe. And we finish off with the start of the Omnibus era for Krakoa. So, Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of 10. So, yeah, we are into the Krakoa era. They're going to be releasing Krakoa era omnibuses, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, etc., etc. This is quite a large one. This is Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of 10. Those are both 5-issue miniseries. And then it contains tons of issues from X-Men, Resurrection of Magneto, Dead X-Men, X-Men Forever, Invincible Iron Man, Avengers, Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace, and Cable. So a pretty heavy bad boy there. One for the Krakoa era X-Men fan. So yeah, that's going to do it for this week in terms of graphic novels. As I say, everything will be out onto the shelves for New Comic Book Day, stuff integrated in the back catalogue, and stuff obviously in the new graphic novel section as well. You can check back, hopefully we'll have a single issue video out as well. Again, when the delivery comes on time, as is, I can do these videos every week. I have the time to do it. Obviously when it runs late, it then becomes a little trickier. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it proved useful for you, keeping you up to date with what's into the store. And I'll hopefully see you guys throughout the week. And until then, take it easy.